President Trump announces three new trade deals. This is absolutely huge. The art of the deal strikes home. The United States and India trade agreement, the first one out of the block, the landmark deal with Indonesia, described by the White House as a historical reciprocal trade agreement, focuses on expanding market access for U.S. goods. This is pretty cool, especially when Indonesia is actually another manufacturing hub that we're going to be able to use until we can build our own manufacturing. The number two, Philippines trade agreement. The agreement with the Philippines enhanced cooperation in technology, agriculture, and energy. Oh, LNG. Woo, I heard LNG. Michael, third, and probably the most important was Japan. Japan sets a deal with a 15% tariff on Japanese imports, a reduction from the previous 25%. The framework addresses long-standing issue with automotive, electronic, and energy trade. This is huge. And when you consider how much, Michael, Japan is looking at buying from Alaskan LNG, and that's not even online yet, and they're already signed up going, hey, count us in. I'll tell you what, I went ahead and made sure that we added in how much we took in from tariffs. And you look at 2015, it was a negative 35 billion. 2016 was a negative 35 billion. 2018, 41. And now we're at 97 was forecasted in there. And for right now, the rest of the 2025, we're at $100 billion brought in. Holy smokes, Batman.
And this is where I'm the first to pat myself on the back to say where I'm right. And I'll also be the first to say, I had this one wrong. I used to always tell people and had kind of operated from the assumption that operating a trade deficit for the United States wasn't necessarily a bad thing. And I still don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. But what this tariffs have proven is that, because the argument always against tariffs was the inflation factor, because it is true.
Right.
The importer pays the tariff. Japan don't pay the tariff. It is the importer who buys Japanese goods to bring to the United States, and the tariff is paid at the port of entry in the United States, aka by an importer. Well, what we haven't seen is an increase in inflation. Inflation has still been steady over the past few months, and we've seen a massive increase in the revenue associated with these tariffs. So, right, to be honest, this is one where Michael got right and where Michael got wrong. I got this one wrong in terms of, I had a feeling that while revenues might increase, inflation might hurt inflation. It really hasn't. I think it's really interesting. You point out this U.S.-Japan trade agreement with reciprocal tariffs going both ways. I think the critical part when it comes to energy is the liquefied natural gas import, and they've committed to increasing that purchase of that, which I think speaks to the energy security piece that we talk about all the time.
Oh, absolutely.